Well, it's been a while since I've done a survival tutorial or survival let's play. Let's get back to the one I started some years ago. What's up guys, Eddie67716 here and welcome back to my third survival let's play. So I'm going to reboot this series that I started back when 1.18 came out. And since nothing really changed early game between 1.18 and the current update 1.20.4, well actually 1.20.5 is out, but I'm going to upgrade that when I get the right mods. But anyway, we're going to get right back into this, and let's go right where we started and prep for going to the Nether. Okay, now the first thing we're going to need to do if we're going to go to the Nether is we need to find obsidian. Obsidian is a bluish purple rock that you can find when water meets lava, or you can always put water on lava. Yeah, I'm gonna look for a place where there's lava and then I'm gonna make some obsidian. Alright, I found me a lava area. I'm gonna cover this up, and now you can see that there's obsidian here. And I'm gonna quickly mine this up. You need a diamond pick to be able to do this, and yeah, I could just kill a zombie and I'm gonna collect enough of this to get a nether portal, which you need 10 at minimum, or 14 if you want it to look nice with obsidian. I'm gonna go for 10, but I'm also gonna get 4 blocks for an enchanting table, so I'll do that quickly. Alright, that took much longer than I wanted it to be, but I finally got it. 15 blocks of obsidian. Now I'm gonna head back to the surface. Okay, coming up here at night was not a good idea. So I gotta make a round trip around this ravine. I might have to hide in a hole for a while, or go back mining or something. Because this is just brilliant. This is brilliant. This is the best day ever. I didn't bring a torch. Well, I'm gonna have to wait here for the next 8 hours. You know, note to self from now on, perhaps keep a bed in my inventory, so I don't have to deal with this type of shenanigans again. No, I'm gonna get out of here now. I'm just gonna run this way. Okay, so I've got the portal blocks I need, but I need to build an enchanting table. Since the Nether is a very tricky place to survive, it'd be good to at least get some basic upgrades done to my weapons. But I am going to build the silhouette of the portal. Now, if you haven't played Minecraft, you know this. You would need to know that it is like 5 blocks tall and 4 blocks wide is how big the portal is. But I don't really have it. Oh wait, actually I could just make do with this. Okay, that's a portal silhouette. Well, will look better if I get deep slate in the corners. And then what's left, I can build an enchanting table. I think I'm gonna have to fight that skeleton. So. Okay, take that. Ample shield timing can negate much damage, by the way. And now for an enchanting table. We're going to need. I've got 5 obsidian, I'll need my last 2 diamonds, and we're going to need to make a book, which requires leather and 3 pieces of paper, which you can make out of sugarcane. And then I can make an enchanting table by doing this. Right, there we go. We got an enchanting table, and I'm going to use my lapis that I've got from mining. And we're going to get some basic upgrades done to my armor. So, the best thing to go for with armor is just go for something with protection. Now, feather falling would be good because it helps negate full damage, but protection is just general damage negation. Okay, that's not good. Look for something on my bow. Power will do. Sharpness is the best for the sword, but there's nothing. Protection 1 and sharpness 1. Okay, so that should be basic enchanting gear done. You can also get enchantments like unbreaking and efficiency for pickaxes. Efficiency means it takes less time to mine, and unbreaking just means it takes longer for it to wear down. And yeah, I should be ready for going to Nether. So, what I'll need to do is to get a flint and steel so I can ignite the portal. And the best way to get flint is to just destroy gravel. I think using a shovel might be quicker. But you just keep doing this until you get yourself a flint. There we go, flint! Alright, I'm gonna use this flint in a crafting table to make flint and steel with the iron. And now, I need to build a bridge here, but I'll have to take the long way around. And there, we have a nether portal. Now, before I go to the nether, I want to do a teeny bit of prep work, just to make sure I've got everything I need. So, I'm gonna put away some of the stuff I don't want to lose. I think I can keep an iron shovel. I don't want to lose that. I'll keep some arrows. I'm going to show you one of the cooler tricks that helps you with mob survival. It's actually to build a boat, and if a mob is after you, you can get it stuck in the boat and then you can finish it off. It's a really good tactic. You also would need some scaffolding blocks, so I'll take some cobblestone, and I think this should be all I need. And I will build a bridge here, probably by the end of this episode. So yeah, now let's head to the Nether. So, what you need to know about the Nether, it's basically the Minecraft equivalent of the Underworld, or some say it's a different dimension. But, here we are. And of course I end up in a Basalt Delta. Not too far. Basalt Deltas are known for being one of the more notoriously dangerous Nether areas, because you have magma blocks and a few other things. But there are a lot of things you need to be aware of in the Nether. You have ghasts, which are like ghosts. You have magma blocks, magma cubes, which are actually those things over there. And then you have... So zombie piglins, which are what these guys are, they're neutral. They won't attack you unless you attack them, and that's a ghast. And ghasts are known for being really hard to take down, because you've got to fire their fireballs back at them or shoot them with arrows directly. I'm gonna see if I can approach. That area's completely... Oh! Well, I killed it. Alright, and that's a magma block, which is not to be confused with a magma cube, but if you shift while on it, you're fine, but if you don't shift, you take damage. But here we are in what's called the Nether Waste, which is kind of your basic Nether area. Sometimes, to make it easy to be able to find places, you should build stuff. But in Nether exploration, you want to find yourself what's called a Nether Fortress. Nether Fortresses are kind of what you need to get the next big thing in the game, which is potions. So, back before 1.16, usually you'd head east or west was the best way to find one. Now I actually am clueless, because I think it's more RNG how Nether Fortresses spawn. But you know them because they're made of a very dark brown brick substance. Is that one? No, that's just basalt. Oh yeah, here's Nether Quartz. It allows you to get some XP. Oh, and another thing, you might wonder why I didn't bring my bed. Well, in this clip I'm going to show you now, you see why. Yeah, so, yeah, you don't want to sleep in the Nether, or kaboom boom, because that's a piglin. A piglin, they would attack you if they see you, and that's what it's going to do, so I'm going to head back this way. But if you have piglins after you, you got to run. But there is one way you can make them not attack you, and I think that's going to be what I need to do. I'm going to have to find myself some gold and get gold boots, and then they won't attack if I have gold, something with gold on it. Okay. Let's see. Okay, parkouring in the air, probably not a good idea. Better play a little bit safer. Yeah, I'm gonna get myself some gold armor. I'm gonna build a bridge. At least something to make it easier. Something small, but I'll make it better later. And I haven't actually set my spawn point, which is... Or did I... Wait, no, I had a I had a shack over here. That's where I set my bed, isn't it? Yeah, it's been so long I've forgotten exactly where I've set my bed. Oh well, I'm gonna sleep this away and get me some gold if I don't have any. I was gonna go breed up the cows, but there's pillages in there, so I'm gonna save that for later. May as well widen this bridge to make it easier for crossing. Alright, I've got myself my golden boots on, so now if I do see any piglins, nothing ought to happen. But there are things you shouldn't do, you piglins, like never mine gold or look in a chest. But as you can see, I'm right near this piglin and he's not trying to attack me like he was earlier. But I wonder, I'm just gonna keep looking for a nether fortress. Okay, so that looks like a crimson, there's a crimson biome down there, but it's not very accessible. And that's why it's usually a good idea to bring some blocks so you can scaffold to areas. Oh, skeleton. That's that over there is the soul sand waste. What's it called? Where's it? Oh yeah, Soul Sand Valley. There we are. So I guess we're gonna head through here. This is known for a hotspot for both gas and skeletons. And there's skeleton bits, like not like skeleton the mob, but you also find like skeleton of remnants of ancient things, like here, some bone blocks. Okay, so oh, that's a skeleton. Okay, so here's the Crimson Forest, which actually has a wood type. I think it's called Crimson Wood. But let's see, I'm gonna hang around here to see if there's any foreseeable nether fortresses. Okay, I think that's more crimson trees. That's lava. So I think this way might be... Oh yeah, there's thorns over. Okay, this is gonna take a while. I'm just gonna do some exploration off camera. Well, I shouldn't have stopped recording because I just got the return to cinder, which meant I deflected a gas fireball right into the gas. Oh well. Didn't really make that, but I might be able to get that in with my replay mod. There's something really dangerous in these Crimson Woods. It's these things. They're called hoglins, not to be confused with piglins. They hit like trucks, so if you see them at this point in the game, it's best to just run away. Like, it's better to take on a skeleton than the hoglin. There we go. And I thought I saw hoglins. Yeah, there's some hoglins right there, so I think I'm gonna avoid the Crimson Forest. Well, I found one, not too far from base, but the issue is it's all the way down there. So I think I'm gonna come back here with some ladders, and then I'll raid it. Alright, now to make ladders you need sticks, and then you just need to put the sticks in this formation right here, and I'm hoping that's enough, but I might need to chop down some more wood just in case. You know, one of my Minecraft peeves is chopping down these really gigantic trees, because they take forever to find where every log is, and if you don't do it properly you have floating leaves, and that just ticks me off. But one thing I like to do is replant all the trees I chop down. Makes it look like I care for the environment. Heh. Alright, it's back to the nether we go. It's back to the nether we go. We go without a hoe, we go where we know we will die. Oh no. Alright, I think the safest way would be to align myself with it and dig down one block at a time. And this will be the way out. Oh, I think this is actually the safest way to descend straight down. You shift on the ladder, you break 3 blocks, if it's safe you unshift because that's enough to not take full damage, and then shift again and repeat. Okay. Okay, that looks like I will take full damage, but I'm here. Alright, I guess I may as well finish the last little bits of the ladder. And I don't really have torches, so I'm just gonna see what happens. Now we have the nether fortress. Usually it's a good idea to take torches, but what I will do is I'm gonna put blocks like this. It's a really good idea to do blocks like this, because it helps if you bump into wither skeletons, which are a really OP mob. They're probably one of the mobs in the Nether I don't like the most. And then your goal is to look for an area with a lava well, and then that is where all the loot is, and where you also find nether walls. So it seems that all these directions are dead ends, which means this is the way to go. Alright, second intersection, that way and that way look like they're things, and that is a dead end. But I'll also put some blocks here. I might just mine a couple out here for later on. Okay, stairway. Often when you find a stairway, that leads to another level, and often at the top of these you find a blaze grinder. Well, no, a blaze spawner. That doesn't seem to have one. Oh wait, there is a blaze spawner here. Now these are really tricky to take on. But I do want to get at least a few blaze rods, so we gotta at least try. I got my shield up in case they try to... Wait for them to do their flame thing. Oh, they're doing their flame thing at alternate times. Oh, there's a blaze rod. I hope he doesn't burn it. How many blaze rods? I got 3. I would like to get a couple more. Alrighty, that's actually pretty good. 4. I'll settle for 5. Well, our shield is nearly dead, so... Shield... When that happens, I'll have to head back. Maybe I should have crafted a second shield. Oh well. One more blaze? Just one more? Yep, and that's all I need. But now I just need to find a place where they grow nether wart. And if I remember right, home is... Actually, I don't remember which way was home. Uh-oh. I just saw a wither skeleton. So I'm gonna have to deal with that. There it is. So, they are 3 blocks tall, which means this is completely doable. There we go. That's dealt with. Maybe I came from this way. That's okay, I'm completely lost. Okay, yep, that way's home. And there's a wither skeleton here. So I'll take you down while I'm here. Blazes. So, there's that for you. Well, I gotta find a way to get back there. Well, this time I'm gonna take torches. But yeah, that's a problem in the Nether. If you get too cocky, things like that happen. So, what do I need to be able to survive on sword? Well, firstly, I need to try and get myself some torches, so I'm going to use some charcoal, so I can at least say the way back. And so what happened is, let's see, if I could negate my risk of, guess what I'll do is I'll take my iron sword and new armor, because my old armor is actually pretty close to breaking, and make sure I'll try to do 2 shields. So one breaks, I can use another. And yeah, I may as well use my boots. Chances are I could be found by piglins though. And food. Yeah, food. Oh wait, I've got some pork chops, so I'll take that. So I'm gonna try to get my stuff back. Okay, well now that I've got torches, I'm gonna be a little bit more safe with how I do things. Okay, that's not a good start. Okay, so I'm gonna use the old three-way arrow trick to show where home is, which is you put torches like that. And then I remember straight this way. And I think I actually got caught right at the blaze spawn I was at earlier where I died. So I'm right. It's right turn, right turn. I'll put another arrow here. And then I think it was around here I died? No, it wasn't. But I got a 5-minute timer before it goes away, so I gotta do this quick. Oh wait, no, it wasn't this way. It was... I'm gonna destroy these. It was this way. Because this was where it happened, I believe. Because I got cornered around here. There it is! And there's a blaze spawn. Okay, good, the blaze rod survived. So I'm gonna backtrack to familiar territory. Which is here. And make it slightly more... Okay, I'm gonna build an arrow here. And now I can get my fully enchanted gear back. And may as well put that there. I'm gonna do a teeny bit more Roman. But smarter. Alright. So, I'll head the way with the glowstone. Because remember, I want to look for an area with a lava well. Wait, lava well. That's it. When you find the area with the lava well, that means you're in the area that has loot. And the area that can have nether warts. So, put that there. There's some chests. Horse, saddle, and armor. That's not the best. More armor, infinite and steel. Not that good. Dead end. So that way was completely bust. What about here? Bust, but... balcony that leads to nothingness. Oh, nether wart! I'm gonna take all of this. This is good for brewing up potions. After taking this, when I get back I'll be able to start making potions. Because nether wart are like the main ingredient for almost all the good potions in Minecraft. Why do they always block this area off? Like, you can't go that way unless... Well, that might not... Yeah, this would be a better place to do the arrow. I'll destroy that other one later. Ooh, more nether wart. And iron. Gotta be careful, because where the skeletons could be around any corner. You're falling for my trap. Oh, there's a magma cube, and more with it, skeletons. So I'm gonna have to deal with this with precaution. Okay, that's safety. And... oh, there's another one. Little tip in Minecraft, keep your food bar topped up. Where'd he go? This way? Oh, there he is. And take that. Okay. These magma... ooh, diamonds! And another saddle and obsidian. Okay, dead end. Well, there wasn't that much loot in this nether fortress by the look of it. Oh wait, there it is. What? Oh no! Not again! This is not good. Run this way. Eat, eat, eat. As soon as I can eat, eat. Okay, there we go. How much arrows do I have? I've only got 2. There we go. He's dealt with. Yep, well, that's the Nether Fortress. Just a bit of loot, Nether wart and blazes, and, well, I'm out of here. I've had 1 death and 1 near-death experience, and that's enough for me today. It's a good thing I managed to get these torches. So I'll be heading back to the overworld. Of course there's something stopping you from getting back. But that's dealt with. And now I can take the ladder back. There's piglins, which means I need to head back this way. Get my gold, get my gold, get my gold, get my gold. Go as far as I can, and then this, there. Okay, good. I got it in time. So now if I go by, they won't bother. You can tell we're gossiping because you always find holes with fire. But yeah, that's it for the Nether for now. And I hope I don't have to come back here for some time. But unfortunately, I probably will have to come back here very soon. Alright, and of course it's night time. Run home. Hopefully no mobs spawn around the bed area. Yeah, my inventory is completely full. And there we go. We survived the Nether. Well, actually we didn't. But we survived the second time. Alright, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build me a very small Nether wart farm with all the soul sand I got. Let's see, here we are. And so what I'm gonna do is, right near my normal farm, dig out a 4x5 area. Now that that's done, I'm gonna plant it. There we go. And when that grows up to the 3rd level, which is 1 bigger than that, you can harvest it and get return. Well, I'm afraid that's all we have time for today. So, I hope you enjoyed this one. I had slightly more footage I wanted to be in this video, but I kind of ran out of time constraints, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like, and also consider subscribing to the channel. It helps motivate me to do more videos. And yeah, this has been Eddie67716. Goodbye, and in the next video, we're gonna go defeat the Ender Dragon. Oh, wait.